Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
That's a good night,
Hi, Mr. How are you? Compliments this season.
This one?
Who's this fool?
Soon to be senior investigator.
That we need those headphones which you gave us rather unexpectedly.
I did say that it should be ready, Chair. I'm not sure if they do have them.
Which caused us to become a meme.
Chair, Mr. Michael said we'll need to take a short stand down for them to just arrange.
Do you want maybe us to ask a few questions before, so that we don't come back and
Yes.
ask later, just to save time? Mr. Adams, I'm still in October, November 2024. Did you know Mr. Nkabinde at this point?
Chairperson, I heard of Mr. Nkabi after I had laid the charges and complained to the minister. So to answer you categorically, my first conversation with him was when he called me, maybe a week after his office had made the IDAC referral. No, it was less than a week, to ask me if the IDAC had contacted me yet.
So you did not know him before you laid the charges?
No,
That's
no,
my
sir.
point.
No, sir.
Okay.
Let's find out. You went to Orlando to lay the charges, and then you also went to Langlaagte. Was it all done on the same day?
No, Chairperson. No, Commissioner. Sorry, I'm getting the titles mixed.
Can you just explain which was done when and why you decided to split them into Orlando and Langlaagte?
What happened in that case was I had laid the first batch of charges at Orlando, if my memory is serving me correctly.
Those were what? Which cases are those?
Those were the same cases where the dockets were intercepted against General Madondo, Lushaba, and Kumalo.
Okay.
And just on that case, Commissioner, just to give you some clarity on that topic, if the inference is that I knew that the man I know as Elvis was related, involved with General Khan, I would have surely have given him, the information I had. I didn't. I opened the dockets and I left. I would hand it over when the investigators come. The second matter, and I'm actually trying to think if it was the Makwele matter that I went to go lay at Orlando, because we laid quite a few charges, is that information came to me later. And because I no longer had trust in Western Cape SAPS, and as you say, it might have been misplaced, I decided to go to Joburg again, because we were seemingly getting results here.
So the Langlaagte case was laid on a different day after you had gone back to Cape Town and you came back up here for that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Langlaagte is what? Is it just the Lushaba matter?
I'm trying to think which case it was.
All of them?
Excuse me?
I say, is it
was
just
the Lushaba matter.
Just the Lushaba matter?
Yes, ma'am.
The same one that you had laid in Orlando?
No.
Cape Town.
I'm just a little bit confused. I might need to look into the dockets. I think it was the Makwele matter, if I remember correctly. I'd need to look at the docket.
Langlaagte is Mukwele?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Langlaagte
How
is...
to split the charges? Sorry, Ms. Siegels. How did you know how to split the charges? So when you first opened the cases in Cape Town, you opened 3 or 4. How did you know how to split each of them?
May I answer?
Yes.
I was trying to make it hard for whoever was trying to collect the dockets, if you understand what I'm saying.
So it was a deliberate decision to separate them
Yes.
into separate dockets?
Yes, but also more information came from.
Because you did it on the same day, so I'm curious to know, you said you wanted to open 3 separate cases or 4 separate cases when you got there. What did you do exactly when you got there?
So, was it on the same day?
Yes.
If it was on the same day, the reasoning is, like I say, I didn't want to trust the dockets with just one person. That is what, and this is something that I had discussed with people, that maybe we should just spread it around, make it harder for them to collect. That was the thinking. I mean, it might sound a little bit far-fetched to you, but we were desperate to get these
And
things.
nobody advised you to do that. It was your decision.
No, that was consultation with General Lincoln and a captain on the phone whose name I don't remember. We were on the phone and he said, just move it around a bit if you can.
And no politician influenced you? You didn't speak to any politician about the cases you wanted to open in Cape Town?
Other than Ian Cameron, I didn't speak to anyone else.
Nube, you wanted to correct something about Langlaagte.
Yes, Commissioner Baloyi, Langlaagte is the forklift. And just on Chair's point, there is a police station at the airport, at OR Tambo Airport. You aware of that?
There is a police station at every airport, but my understanding, just like Parliament's police, they also have a limited, they've got a very narrow scope. Like, for instance, I don't think parliamentary police can do investigation. Their job is to secure Parliament, look after the VIPs, that type of thing. And I'm almost 100% sure that the airport has its own scope, that they must secure the national key points. I don't think they have time or resources for investigation. I do take the Chair's point that Kempton Park is right next door.
And you didn't go.
And when I think about it now, it would have made sense. But for me, in my head, there are a few police stations I know. I complicated things with that, but thank you, Chairperson.
Maybe, I know, sorry, Miss Nube, that to be jumping in. Maybe tell us, who are the people that you discussed this with, the laying of the charges? Because you've just said something very important. You say that when we discussed it, we said, let's lay many cases or something, I paraphrase, so that none, if one takes the others remain. Who did you discuss? You spoke to General Lincoln, you tell us that. Who else did you discuss your intention or your plan to go and lay criminal charges arising from whatever information you have?
If I have-
It's certainly more than General Lincoln, because you do say that when we discussed it.
If I have to mention people, Commissioner, if you will provide, I might as well mention the names. The one is Honorable Sakina Frenchman, who is a fellow MP. I didn't show.
Who's that?
Sakina Frenchman. I can spell the name for you later. It's a little bit. I can write it
No,
down for you.
we've seen it in your emails.
That's the
fine,
one.
You don't need to do that.
The other one is a colleague of mine within NCC. He's Councillor Nazmi Jacobs. And the other one was I can't remember this captain's name, but I know he was in firearms control. General Lincoln had him on the phone one day while we were talking about this.
So the decision or the idea to lay charges is a matter that was discussed and planned by a group of people. You've given us 3 names, General Lincoln and now you. So all 5 of you agreed and planned to lay charges and how you were going to go about it so that the dockets don't disappear.
Commissioner, to put it like this, laying the charges was something that I had discussed with General Lincoln, and I told Honorable Sakina Frenchman I'm going to lay charges. When those dockets end up in Pretoria, we sit down and we discuss how to prevent the dockets disappearing again, how to make it harder. And that is what there was no plan to go and lay initial charges. And if my information that the dockets had disappeared, if that doesn't happen, then I never come to Johannesburg to lay charges.
So I think you say Honorable Sakina, that's a member of parliament.
She's a member of parliament.
So there was the involvement of a politician. Other than you, there is a politician that was involved in the decision to lay charges and how you are going to do it. Because you do on your own ways. Let me finish. And if you have any doubt about what you said, the record will reflect that. On your own words, you say, we discussed this and how we are going to do it. Let's lay many charges, open many dockets, so that when they take one, the others survive. So there's a discussion with people. What I'm clarifying now with you was, certainly from your testimony now, we know there's another politician that is involved in the discussion plan and the how about to do it, decision to lay charges. That's a fair summary.
I had mentioned her yesterday in that I had spoken to her about it. And so when I mentioned Ian Cameron, again, my mix-up. I had mentioned speaking to her yesterday, and I had mentioned speaking to Ian Cameron. Sorry if
I may have missed it.
I might either
Yeah,
water.
I'm clarified now.
No, that's actually my fault, not yours. Sorry, Commissioner.
Thank you.